Welcome back to the 2026 British Nationals, powered by Discraft. This is your MPO Back 9 coverage, brought to you by Disc Golf Shenanigans. And if you haven't already, I recommend checking out the frontline coverage, links in the description.
Yep, thanks for that, Tim. So we've got Ben holding purely in the lead, 7-shot lead. Joe with a hot front 9, -4.
And Noah's not far behind, but it's worth saying that Ben March has overtaken Luke for 4th. So we're going to see how that pans out. There's also a few other contenders climbing up the leaderboard. So hole 10, starting off our back 9, 361 foot, big hyzer around to the left. You got this man on the right to stop you going too wide, but you got to keep it tight, but not too tight with the OB coming around the back of the basket.
Yeah, again, another one for the wind on this hole. It was sort of a headwind, but very right to left. So you wanted to pick something overstable, but not too overstable because you got all the OB on the left to play with.
Starting us off there with a big forehand, skipping. Oh, maybe
has that gone OB?
Could be OB, yeah.
Ben with what looks like a zone, maybe?
Yeah, getting stuck up a little bit in that tree on the right.
Yeah, sponsored by Discraft this year, so you're going to see quite a few Discraft discs coming out of Ben's hand.
I imagine so, yeah. Ben's been all over America and all over Europe recently. You can really see how it's impacted his gameplay on this course. Very accurate, very composed. Noah's disc skipping past the basket there.
Hopefully that stayed in bounds. Doddsy with a good line here, missing that first tree. Will it settle?
Oh, a little bit high. I think that may be OB as well.
Yeah, I think that's going to be an edge of C1 look for the par save.
Ben's got a tricky upshot into the green. Pushing a little bit hard. That's not going to be an easy upshot.
No, but an easy putt. But no, it's safe though, which is a good thing. Oh, fantastic birdie. That must have just sat before OB.
Yeah, to get the height without clipping that tree, very impressive. Ben with a similar putt.
Ben unlucky there. Might be taking his first bogey of the round. Second bogey of the round. That's a fantastic part save from Luke. Go on, lad.
Yeah, without the OB stroke, that would have been a great bird.
Just skying it. Big air ball from Joe. You really, really needed that.
Maybe first big mistake from Joe. Maybe not. Great recovery.
Good recovery.
That confidence to go for it from arguably a further distance.
Okay, as we move on to hole 11, par 4, 584 feet. This one was treacherous. Pure headwind just coming straight at you. Got to take an overstable disc, put it out right, and just trust that it comes back into the middle of this fairway. OB all left and all right with quite a small green here. You did have this nice dip, but then you're putting straight uphill into a headwind, which
towards OB.
And towards OB. So not an easy hole, this one.
So we've got Noah up first with that birdie. Pulls it a little bit right into these trees.
So easy to do in this headwind. I think he's going to be taking his third from quite far back there.
Luke changing discs.
Yeah, very indecisive.
And again. Let's see if he's made the right decision.
Nice and low. That should be fine.
Yeah, I think he wanted to be further, but I think he'll be happy with that. Joe also changing this.
Let's see if it works as well as Luke's.
At least being the lefty, he can hang it out a bit more left and hopefully come into the middle of the fairway.
No, he's going to be joining Noah.
Look at that power.
I think that might be a nuke. Oh, turns it over in the wind, but also going OB. So, Doddsy, the only person in bounds off the tee.
Yeah, Joe just taking a second there to figure out exactly what he wants to do.
Yeah, get a range in. Still quite a long shot, especially from where he was. I think he's just decided to lay up and take his bogey.
Yeah, definitely more on the shorter side.
Noah putting it out a little bit wide if you can get it over these small trees.
I think he may be in the OB by the hedge there. Short putt regardless though.
Honestly, this is a hit and hope kind of hole, especially with this wind condition. If this can get enough edge...
Oh, it's going to be close. I think that may be just out of bounds.
Yeah, he's going to be taking that from quite far up. Quite a big mistake as he was the only person in bounds. And this looks lovely. Yeah,
perfect. Right into the basket.
Good par save.
I think par on this hole is getting strokes on the field, to be honest.
It's nice to see that I actually played this hole better than the pros. Managed to get a birdie on this one, just with my Gannon Burr FD3. Luke, has he managed to stay in bounds at straddling the line? See what I mean about putting into the wind? You've just got a straight headwind, looking straight up. That's just going to be pushing that upwards. Scary with how close OB is behind as well.
Yeah.
Unfortunate from Luke to be taking the double bogey along with Joe.
A few big scores on that one. Hole 12. This one is quite an interesting hole. You've got the OB left and right. You're kind of pushing it slightly around to the right. You don't want to go too far right. You don't want to go too far left. It does bank up. You just want to keep it low and drive it into that hill.
Yeah, this is playing hard today. This is playing as the 4th hardest hole with only a 9% birdie rate from the MPOs.
Yeah, that was Ben going a bit right there. Maybe a bit too much flex. Noah a lot straighter through. In the centre of the fairway, but he's still got a long way to go to get his birdie.
It's hard to get up there with this wind. Hard to get up there and straight. If you get up there, you're either going to be left or right.
Yeah, exactly what you said. Dodd slightly right of the pin there. And Joe going a lot straighter.
Yeah, they're all looking outside of C1.
I think Luke's looking at running this.
Wow, what a bid.
Great bid.
What a bid from Dodds.
I'd be very happy with that.
Ben, very happy to just take his bogey. He knows that he's got a substantial lead at the moment, so...
Yeah, that's the composure I was talking about earlier.
And Noah kind of getting away with murder there. The wind was taking his disc away, but it did just settle.
Yeah, I mean, with the wind, it's still not a gimme, but I guess for these guys, it should be.
These guys, I think par is the best you're going to get.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Everyone taking a par on quite a hard hole. Honestly, not a bad result.
Not at all.
Little clap from Ben there. All right, we're going to go up to hole 13. Don't follow what that child just did. What you want to do is try and get it into this fairway, past that tree. There is OB all of left and all of right. You could try a big one around the tree, but in this wind, I don't recommend it. I was playing layup, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Ben Holding do forehand, or Joe backhand.
Yeah, this hole is really about the second shot as well. That is a tricky shot coming into the green if you're maybe a bit out of position. And to be honest, if your first shot's a bit short, it's going to be very hard to get par.
And the OB line shoots straight through the tree line, which is quite strange. Ben actually going with the backhand. I'm surprised to see that.
Getting a bit caught up in the bushes there.
Yep.
I think that's OB, unfortunately.
OB. Noah also with a backhand.
Gets in the tree there, a bit short.
But safe.
Safe, but a long old way to go. I imagine he'll be playing for par now.
Oh, Doddsy showing him how it's done. Absolutely fantastic shot, middle of the fairway. Perfect weight to that one.
And this one lines up pretty much perfectly for Joe.
Oh, it just looks so easy, doesn't it?
Stop for his backhand.
Yeah.
Bish, bash, bosh.
Oh, I think it's cheating to be a lefty.
So I think Noah's trying to chew off a bit of distance here.
Does well.
Yep, just in bounds.
Does well. Gets himself on that left side as well, opening that green up so much more.
Now, although B holes OB, that is a perfect par save.
Why didn't he just do that off the tee?
I know.
If he's got that power in the ball hand.
Yeah, crazy distance.
Doddsy with such a touchy upshot and leaves him 15 feet away from the basket.
Yeah, giving himself a chance for the bird.
What a hole from Dodds.
This upshot line lines up perfectly for Joe, though landing not quite as close as I was expecting. Yep, like I said, Noah playing for the par, chewing off the distance, getting himself a sensible tap in.
Yeah, well played from Noah after hitting that first tree.
Ooh.
He has just been putting him a bit high today, hasn't he?
Yeah, this back nine has not been good for him.
Oh, again, unlucky. One too high and one too low there.
Great bird for Luke there. I think the only one on the card.
Yep, you got to take him where you can.
I appreciate the Joe tap in there.
From top competition to the new players. From supporting women to funding new courses. PDGA Europe is much more than competition. Visit pdga.com/join and grow the sport.
Hole 14, the Wolves sausage roll hole. Known for it because there's a sausage roll on top of the basket. You kind of got lots of options here. Those walls aren't actually playing as a mando, so you can go up and over them or maybe through the middle if you want to. I think all these MPO guys would be going straight over the top.
Yeah, playing as the easiest hole on the course this weekend. It really was a must make.
And a perfect shot there from Dodd. I think Ben will be going for a similar line.
Yeah. Zone from Ben. A little bit leaky left. I was surprised to see that, but it might have been the wind.
Yeah, still a decent length putt there. I'm intrigued to see what Joe does on this hole.
Oh, turnover. What a shot.
Great shot.
Well done, Joe. Really needs that after quite a rough start to the back nine. And Noah showing the line that's meant to be.
Bullseye here, right on the basket. Let's get a replay on that one.
Well in, Noah.
Yeah, this is one of Noah's stock shots.
Mint
I'm
money.
not surprised.
The tournament, if you hit the wall, you got a sausage roll or a chance to win some sausage rolls. However, none of these pros are bad enough to actually hit the wall.
What a putt. Another highlight there from Ben. I think he knew it was in as it came out his hands. For Dodd's bird. Nice.
Solid one, and this might be...
Appreciate the trick throws.
Joe teasing us a little bit there, probably decided that wasn't best, and we get a decent star frame on the sausage roll hole 14. Hole 15, par 3, 377 feet. Very downhill. You've got OB all of left. A safe shot is a hyzer that just lands in this rough on the left, and then a nice layup, but this is a tricky green. Anything short, you're putting straight downhill. Got to play it safe here. Doddsy still first on the tee after a birdie.
Unfortunately, clipping that bush, so I think he's going to be left very short.
But safe. Safe is nice on this hole. Ben putting a little bit straighter, safe on the left. He's going to have an uphill look at the putt, which is much nicer than being too short.
Still a decent distance though. Joe with a lefty backhand line. I think that's going to come in quite nicely for him though.
Oh wow, what a shot.
Oh, unfortunate roll.
Poor roll away, but again, he's got a putt uphill, so should have a good look.
There we go.
What a smooth line from Noah. Go in.
Again, same story, up the hill for his putt.
Yeah, seems to be the MPO collection point.
Now this is a tricky upshot. I'm very impressed with that. The distance control and the landing on a tricky green.
What a result for Luke. Wow. Wow.
The step putt, straight in.
Drive for show, putt for dough. What a putt, Ben.
Yeah, he was telling me he was feeling really confident with his step putts before this round.
And Noah.
Noah matching. Noah's really trying to push back on this back nine. Really catching up on Joe and Ben, to be honest.
Joe needs to settle in here. Oh, unlucky. 2 pars, 2 birdies. Not bad for what is quite a difficult hole.
Hole 16, we got 364 foot, par 3 uphill. To be honest, seems easy, but I think surprisingly less birdies than we'd expect on this hole.
Yeah, it was playing as the middle of the field, 9th hardest, 23% birdies.
Feels like a must get, but I don't think we'll be getting as many birdies as we think.
Sorry, was that a lefty from Ben there?
Yeah, I think that's from his time out in America. Well, I was going to say it's paying off, but I think that's a little shorter than he wanted.
Ambidextrous show off, that's what I call it.
Something like that.
Oh, what a drive from Luke here. Get through that. Oh, he'll have an edge of C1 look. Needs them to hold that 4th position. Harry Pearce and Ben Marsh is breathing down his neck at the moment.
I think everyone's a little bit short. You know, most people have got a long jump putt layup. No one's particularly got a putt here.
Well, making minis. Good up.
I guess Joe and Luke are the only unobstructed putts. Ooh.
Joe's just been so close with those today, but they just can't connect.
Yeah, as I predicted, lots and lots of pars.
Again, another hole I did better than the pros. Got a birdie on that one. Crave all day long.
Solid.
Okay, our penultimate hole. Par 3, 243 foot, nice and short this one. You've got an OB zone around that bush, OB left and right with a hazard bunker just to the right of the green.
Yeah, the only drama is that mound, so you kind of want to get it close enough so you're not putting for too far.
Yeah, it's very easy to 3-putt this hole just over and over and over again. Sort of reminds me of Quarry Park hole 18.
Yeah.
If you're not under it, it's probably best to just lay up. The drive is really important here.
I like Luke's play here, going for a big spike hyzer over the top.
Does put the hazard into play though if you do that. I'd be a bit nervous.
But Luke shows exactly how to execute it.
Joe, money shot from Joe.
Yeah, he's turned it on for the last few holes.
Ben sensibly laying up there. He knows that no one's going to be getting 10 strokes on him in the last 2 holes. Well, I don't know. Hole 18 was playing difficult.
Bold move if Noah goes for this.
Noah forcing to run it.
Now that's a highlight.
We are seeing some glorious putts from this MPO lead card.
Noah is really pushing, closing the gap on Joe. 1 hole left.
1 hole left, 1 behind Joe. It's a race for second at the moment.
Now Joe's still got a putt for birdie, so still.
Oh, he does. Sorry.
Yeah, still 2 ahead, but as we said before, hole 18 is a tricky finisher.
Speaking of,
yeah, hole 18, the final hole at Cricklade. This hole is a bit of a monster, 397 feet. You basically got to blast one, get over this ditch and crash it into this hillside. You're left with a putt that's probably going to be looking downhill and towards the out of bounds. Or if you're lucky, you'd be at the bottom of that hill, but then you'd be pushing the out of bounds on your drive.
And when I talked about wind, this was the worst hole for the wind. It felt double the strength of every other hole coming straight at you.
So we've got Noah Smithson showing us first how to play this hole.
What a shot from Noah. Now that's hard to do.
Yeah, great drive, but as I said, he'll be putting straight downhill.
OB looming behind. The lefty route, the cheap route. Nice layup.
Slightly shorter. I think he probably wanted to push that bit further, especially if he wants to keep his second place.
Yeah, especially with Noah being where he is.
Ben, no drama here. He can do whatever he likes as long as he doesn't throw it over me. And to be honest, anything he likes, birdie putt, brilliant.
Wow. Ben not caring about the lead, just showing us how to play some disc golf. Doddsy, this looks good too. Okay, safe on the right. He'll have an easy par.
Well, or birdie putt if he wants it. I guess we're going to see.
Joe needs this close.
Ooh, left it a little bit short. Still going to be a bit of a tester.
Yeah, good up from Luke. I think he's managed to secure 4th place with that. Yeah. Come on, Noah. Really putting the pressure on Joe here.
Noah's on an absolute steamer. That's got him to within 1 stroke of Joe, putting the pressure on Joe's putt for maybe second place.
And Joe lets the pressure get to him with another shot over the basket there.
And he's left with a big deft putt.
Needs it just to tie with Noah, I think.
No nerves there. Catches the bogey.
Well in.
Secures his second place.
Noah getting the 1 of 2 birdies. Oh, I thought that would be the second one, but it wasn't. Hey, we take a par, take the win, take the Nationals down, as we have our winner for the 2026 British Nationals.
Powered by Discraft and won by someone sponsored by Discraft.
Hey,
Ben Holden.
He's had a fantastic season out in America. He's come back to retain his title for the 2nd year in a row of British Nationals, giving a hug to all his competitors there and getting a well-deserved win.
Put on a great show. The rest of the card plays solid, with Joe with a really hot front 9, Noah Smithson turning on the afterburners and securing that second place.
Yeah,
very impressive.
4 down in the final 5 is quite a good result, and I think he's actually shot the hot round for today after that.
And we can't rule out Luke Dodd Adkins. Honestly, getting 4th at the British Nationals at his first MPO lead card, very impressive.
Yeah, especially after sleeping in his car. That can't be good for the back or the arm, but just solid rounds of disc golf.
So that kind of wraps up coverage today for the MPO. If you're not already, go check out the FPO lead card coverage. I was joined by Elba Preston and Jamie Matthews, and we took for an interesting battle between the women.
Yeah, I saw it live. It was one to watch. I think it went to a playoff in the end, not to try and spoil anything.
It's a good one to watch.
I didn't say who was it.
So yeah, thank you to everyone that's helped make this event possible and everyone that's helped make this post-production of the British Nationals possible. We're Disc Golf Shenanigans, and this has been the British Nationals. Bye.
Bye.